Welcome back, friends. It's the Half-Ass Crafter. I'm Laura, the Half-Ass Crafter, and today we're going to do half-ass crafts, but first we have some half-ass Happy Mail. Can you see that? So, Shell from Shell's Creative Chaos texted me and said, hey, I'm going to send you some Happy Mail. And I was like, what? So I sent her my address and she sent me this envelope of what looks to be magazine pages. All right, so she says she just wanted to share a few rooms for me to explore. Oh, which side? Oh, it's this side. Yes, it is. Look at the bathtubs. That is great. Isn't that great for a glue book room? I mean, I know it's more like a glue book alley, or street, but that's amazing. And look at that. Oh, I've always wanted a bathroom with a chandelier. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's so good. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, you can totally have somebody jumping on the bed. Oh, that's so good. And then you could have somebody kind of peeking out. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay. Oh, my gosh. These are so good. Oh, look at that kitchen. Amazing. Oh, I kind of like that, too, though. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh, I love that. Ooh, look at the chairs. Oh, I may have to cut those chairs out or just put people on the chairs. What to do. I don't know. Whoa, look at these colors. Those are beautiful. Mind frame, can you see this? There we go. Yes. Yes, you can. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's gorgeous. Yes. Oh, you could totally cut that window out and make it something else. Look at that courtyard. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, let's see what else. Oh, I'm not sure which one she wanted. I love that. But that also has the stairs. Ooh, I don't know. Oh, that's gorgeous. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that. Oh, oh no, oh no, oh, I don't know. Oh, that's beautiful. Love that. Look at that big couch. Yes, yes, because you could do all sorts of things. You could have so many people, and then you could even have stuff like flowers growing out of here or something. Oh my gosh, no. Look at that. There's a couch on this dock, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel like I've seen that ad before, but that was ages ago. And I was like, man, I wish I could do something with that ad. Well, I can now. I mean, it already has this surreal view to it. But man, if you started flying monkeys or something, you could get wild with that. Ooh, look, it's a chair. It's a couch. Ah. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow, there's so much space there. You could put hot air balloons and birds. You could put Candace Bergen. You couldn't because then you cut that out. But, oh, this is so good. Oh, I love that. There's a lot of writing, but I do love the yellow. Oh, have we talked about my love of yellow? Probably. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Oh, great. Look at these rooms, y'all. Oh my gosh, these are so good. Oh, that would be fun because you could have things hanging off of here. You could have someone sitting here or hanging off of there. Look at the ponies. That one looks kind of like Leon. Hi, pony. Oh, that's so good. I don't know what to do with this because I don't want to cover up the ponies. Okay, we'll have to find something special to do with that. Woo, look at all those colors. Those are really pretty. But look at that entryway. See, again, you could have all sorts of stuff going on. Oh, this is neat. Oh yeah. You could do all sorts of things. You could have like somebody riding a bumblebee. You could have somebody sitting up there. Oh, you could even like cut out this and like put a little monster or something back in there. Oh my gosh, these are so good, Shell. Oh, I'm gonna put them in here. This is so good. I mean, I've started just sticking rooms in here. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, well, I'm gonna go watch Shell's channel and stick these rooms in here. But you're gonna watch a video because that's what's coming up is the actual video. Or half-ass art journaling. Is art journaling a craft or it doesn't matter. Okay, so doesn't matter, we're gonna work on it. I have all of the stuff here that I think I'm gonna use. And I say I think because we all know things can go off the rails very quickly around here at old half-ass acres. First, I wanted to show you this. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen this, or at least a version of it. I have added some more doodles to it as time went on and, you know, little extra touches. But I posted this on Instagram. It's pieces from a Collage Soup ebook. So if you go to collagesoup.com, she has ebooks that you can buy. And I went and bought a bunch of 99-cent ebooks before my trip. And then when I came back, I've been playing with them because they're really nice to play with. Like there's the elements. You don't have to like search through a magazine. They're just there. You can cut them out and do whatever you need to. There's also, these strips are collage sheet printables from Jennifer Willenpeck, I believe is her name, Willenpick. I follow her on Instagram, but then the rest of this is Collage Soup. Fun fact, when I posted this, Collage Soup saw it and she picked it up and reposted it on her stories on Instagram. So that was fun. I was famous for like 5 seconds. Or at least Instagram famous for 5 seconds. So today what we're going to do, and if you're like, what's Collage Soup? Let me show you. Collage Soup makes these books that you can buy on Amazon. And they just have all sorts of random collage bits that you can cut out to make whatever. They're a lot of fun. And you can get them on Amazon. They've got a ton of them. I think like maybe 13 or 14. And then they have a lot of ebooks that you can buy as well. So all of that was Collage Soup. I have more Collage Soup here, and I have these things from Michelle. Now, if you remember, I did a Happy Mail haul last week, and I showed you, I think it was last week, and I showed you all the stuff that Michelle had sent while I was in Texas, and it was a whole lot of fun. So I went and pulled a few pieces, and I thought, what can I do? Because I really like this guy. So this came from a Collage Soup ebook. This piece came from an actual Collage Soup book because it's got something on the back. What I did was I just cut out his hair and then I put this on as his hair instead. And then I cut this out of one of the ebooks that I printed, and those are going to be his new eyes. So let's just go ahead and glue that down. I have this glue. Usually I use art glitter glue, but this glue is sitting right here and I need to kind of go through it. I'm not a huge fan of it. I feel like it's pretty wet and it moves around a lot. I mean, maybe I'm just using too much of it or something, but. So when you're doing eyes, you kind of want to line up the nose as best as possible. Ta-da. Cool. All right. So I have this page. I got some new Sharpies and there were neon colors in there. And so I wanted to try them out. So I just drew on it with the Sharpies. This isn't being picked up. This just looks like a normal, like maybe, you know, like an orange. This is actually like so bright. It almost hurts your eyeballs. This one's also way brighter than it's showing up on camera. So the neon Sharpies are cool. FYI. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that I don't get this page gross. That's really the first thing I want to do. So for that, actually what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to get a piece of paper. And just to be super duper safe, I'm going to put this piece of paper in here and I'm going to paper clip it. because I don't want, I really do not want to mess up this page. And then I will put this on here and hopefully that will keep things together. Hopefully. No promises, no promises. So I'm going to use gel matte medium. I'm going to use a little silicone brush. And my thought is I want to put these down. So I want to put these down somewhere on here. I'm trying to debate, do I want to paint first or just collage with these? I think I need other collage sheets, so let me go get my gel prints. Actually, I went and got Michelle's stack of things because I actually feel like I pulled out. Yeah, I want that. Oh, I think I want this one too. Let go. Oh, there. Let's flip these over. Yeah, I want that one. I feel like she sent me some that had marks on them, and I actually am 99% certain that I pulled those out. I like that too. I might use that. Yes. Oh, maybe these. Possibly those. Okay, we're going to use that. All right. Using Michelle's stuff. And a collage soup bit. Okay, and then what I want to do is I just want to glue things down. So I'm just going to glue things down. And we're going to see what happens. I'm so excited. Y'all, all I've wanted to do is do some art journaling. So an interesting thing that Michelle and I talked about through email when I reached out to her and I was like, hey, I got your package and I unboxed it in a video and oh my gosh, it's just so good and I love it. And, I was like really excited. I mean, I'm still excited about it. And she said, thank you so much for saying all these things. And she said, I just feel like that my work is really amateurish. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel the same way. And then we started talking about that. And I said, I think it's because we don't keep going. Because what I've noticed is I will watch people do something and, they're very confident and they just keep going. And I'm like, why are you going? It's so pretty how it is. And then they keep going and I'm like, oh, I see why you kept going. That's really nice. Good job. Way to keep going. And then I can understand why they did what they did. So I think that's really part of it is that we get scared and we don't want to keep going. That made me think about doing a series called the Fraidy Cat series, where, you just get, like, we can't just be fraidy cats the whole time. We gotta like do things. And are you scared of layers? Are you scared to keep going? Great. Then that's what we're going to do. So that's what I'm going to do today. Is I'm going to do something way outside of my own comfort zone and I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to tear up these papers and put things on things. And we're just going to keep going. Another thing that was interesting, I told Michelle, I said, I think it'll be interesting to see what I do with your papers versus what you would do with your papers because I'm not going to be nervous to keep going on your papers. I said, this really, to me, feels like a really interesting experiment that we're doing where, you're sending me your papers that you're like, I just don't feel like they're very good. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these are a great starting point. And then I'm going to keep going on them. And you can see You know, what do I do with them? And what would you have done with them? I don't know. We're just going to play around and find out. And if you are watching this and you have an idea and you're like, oh, I really wish you would have blah, 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 bloops, tell me. I don't really have an ego. It doesn't bother me. If you think, oh, you know, you could have done blah, 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 that just gives me an idea for the next time. And that's great. I don't mind. I'll take ideas. Free advice. Okay. I mean, there are some professions that the whole idea is to make you pay for advice, you know? So if you've got some good advice and it's kind and constructive, I'll listen to it. Now, if you're just being a jerk, your comment's going to get deleted because I don't mess around with jerks. I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that, really. But most especially me. I got things to do. That does not involve babysitting a jerk. Oh, I love this. Look at this, y'all. What do you think? What are we thinking about this? I kind of want... Ooh, I'm really liking it. I feel like I want this that way. Yes, exactly that. And I know I just put some stuff up here and then I never put anything on it. But sometimes that's what you got to do. Sometimes your books are just covered in gel matte medium because you don't actually end up putting things where you thought you were going to put them from the start. And that's fine. It is what it is. And we do what we do. And life is okay. And it doesn't hurt anybody. And I think the thing I'm learning from Wanderlust is, you know, you just kind of have to go. And you just kind of have to do things and see what works for you, what doesn't. You know, we had a lesson with Diane Reevely a couple weeks back, and she said the most amazing thing. She said, I don't go for neat or perfect. She's like, because I'm not a neat or perfect person. And I was like, that is so freeing to say, I'm not a neat or perfect person, and that's not what I'm going for. And I was like, what would happen if I did that? What would happen if I said, you know what? I'm just not a neat or perfect person. Well, spoiler alert, what happens is the doodling on this page over here. That's what happens. I just started doodling and I was like, I'm just going to go with it. I'm not going to worry about it. And that is what ended up coming out of that. So, you know, I'm just saying. Maybe challenge yourself one day to do a layout and say, you know what? I'm not a neat or perfect person. And then see what transpires from that. What ends up happening? I know there's I know somebody out there is like, girl, that is too much matte gel medium. And you might be right. But you know what? The world is not going to spin off of its axis because I'm using too much matte gel medium. I mean, it's okay. The world is going to be the world. And you'll be you, and I'll be me, and it's all going to end up being okay. Ooh, I love that. Look at this background. Let's see what we think. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I'm going to do some more stuff on here. This isn't the end. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. So I've been thinking about buying a laser printer because I've been buying a lot of printables. Like I said, I bought these ebooks and oops, those have been really useful. I mean, I printed all of them. And you know, I realize what I need to do is not just print everything, but print the stuff I want to use. But sometimes I want to have it all, you know, like in front of me to see what do I actually want to use. Oh, I love that. Okay, so now I've got that part. So now what I want to do is I want to take these numbers and I want to put them around. So I'm interested to see what Michelle says about how I'm using her things. Like, Michelle, would you ever do this? Okay, and then I have these marks, which are neat. So we're just gonna tear some of these up and I'm just gonna keep going. And maybe it's too much. I don't know. Maybe it's not enough. I feel like I usually don't go far enough. So I'm getting out of my comfort zone, y'all. And I'm going to go do things that maybe I wouldn't normally do. And I'm going to put bold things on here and we're going to see what happens. Y'all let me know if the world spins off its axis, okay? If they're seeing northern lights in, you know, Mexico, you let me know. Because maybe I've messed up the natural order of things because I went and did layers on a collage when I should have stopped. Who knows? There we go. Holy smokes, that's cool. All right, this has to dry. I need to clean up all of these bits of paper that I have torn up that, you know, I'm not going to use. And then put my other ones in my scrap container. And then we will come back and we will figure out how are we going to use, because I still have this piece of paper, which is collage paper. Maybe I want to put it down while this is still wet. I think I do. Let's do that, because I want to put a little bit of that on. And she painted the other side. Like there's a gel plate print on the other side. And I'm curious how that's going to translate when I lay this stuff down. So I'm just curious, is it going to translate? Are you not really going to be able to tell? But it is, luckily, it's the same color scheme as what I'm doing. So that's cool. I feel like I need a little bit up here. And then I'm going to put this remaining piece down here. And this thing is pretty wet. So there we go. Okay, and I did that and I left the middle free because I'll show you really quickly. Close up my gel matte medium. So he's going to kind of go in the center like that. So actually he would cover up that piece anyway. So it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to use this in the background somehow. So we'll see what we're going to do. I got to let this dry and then I'll come back and we'll figure out what's happening. So stay tuned. Okay, this isn't all the way dry yet. It's still very cool to the touch. But I realized when I put this on his head, like this all sort of gets overpowered by the background, I guess. It doesn't do what I want it to do. So I want to knock this into the background because it's the background, right? But it's really pretty. And I was just sitting here and I was like, oh, but it's really pretty. And maybe I should just leave it alone, or right? We're working through that block, and I'm going to put a little bit of gesso on here. And I'm just going to put the gesso on using my hands. I'm not even going to, dirty up a brush or anything. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my finger. Do that like I'm putting sunscreen on my face. If you use sunscreen, you better use sunscreen. Everybody needs sunscreen. Use your sunscreen. And then I just want to knock this back. And I kind of want to, as I'm doing this, I'm noticing it's really picking up the texture of, because these, of course, they don't go down perfect. They don't go down smooth, right? So it's picking up this texture. And that's really what I want. So, yeah. And remember, when gesso dries, it's a little bit clearer than when it's wet. So you don't, if you're like, oh, that's way too much or that's way too dark, just, wipe off whatever. But then remember that it will dry a little bit clearer than what you see. So now when I put him on here, oh yeah, the eyes really pop out, which is what I'm going for. So I've knocked this back. I might even knock it back a little bit more. Oops. All right, and then when that dries, it should be a little bit brighter. So I'm going to leave this all alone to dry. And the gesso should be a little clearer. It won't be as chalky, but it'll still be a little chalky. And then we're going to do potentially one more layer of some spray inks before we put down our main focal point. We're doing layers today, y'all. So remember, I started out with a blank page. There is some doodles up here. Blank page. I put down one sheet, one layer of tissue paper that had been gel plate printed, and then I started layering on top of that. And now we've gotten to the gesso layer. And you can kind of see that it's already sort of drying and clearing up a little. Oh yeah, cool. All right. Stay tuned. Okay, so it's been a few hours for me. This is nice and dry. I did some horse chores and ate dinner. So I even changed my shirt. So for you, it was like a blink of an eye. But for me, it's been a few hours. So here's what I thought about while I was doing horse chores. I thought, I need something else in this background. So, I mean, I could do that. And that looks great. There's nothing wrong with it. But then I thought I really need something back there that isn't, I need something a bit more abstract. And I do have this, and I could cut it. I could cut it into strips. Like so. Let's see. Ooh, that's not bad at all. Okay, hang on. I could cut it into strips like that. And then what if I cut it? So we could do this. Oh, that makes a nice line like this, right? Do you see that? And then I could cut these into squares. My scissors must have something on them. So I could cut these into squares and just put them. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's do that. Okay, so this is the packing or the shipping label that Michelle made, and I'm gonna put some glue on it. I'm gonna use a glue stick, actually. Ooh, I don't know if I can use that glue stick. I'm gonna have to use wet glue. Never mind. I take back my glue stick because I'm putting this, well, I'm putting it on gesso. It should stick, but you know, I don't trust anything. So this is all an experiment, everything that I'm doing. And then it's also going to take me a while to edit this video. So I'm hoping I can have this video to you by Monday, but we will see what ends up happening. Who knows? All right. And then this one, the shipping label is pretty sticky. I probably don't need glue, but you know, no one trusts anything. Well, I don't trust anything. There's very few things I trust. Let's put it that way. All right. So I'm going to put that one here. All right. And I may use the distress crayons. So I don't know if you can see. So I've got distress crayons. I have Stabilo water-soluble woody crayons. And then I have Marabou art crayons. I don't know. I may use one of them. I may use none of them. Who knows? It's so windy outside. Holy smokes, is it windy? I don't know what just happened, but the wind picked up and now it's like crazy windy. So fun wind story. Yesterday, I went to go ride Leon and I went to the trainers and everything's fine. And he's riding him and, you know, we're talking about things and trying to figure stuff out. And then he's like, all right, it's your turn. I was like, cool. And so I get on Leon and we go to do our circles in the arena because, you know, when you ride horses, you think, oh, riding horses, like, how fun is that? You get to, like, you know, ride around and, you know, it's fun. And no, you do circles. This is what you do. 90% of my riding is doing circles. Every time I get on a horse, I walk it in circles. And that's just how you ride a horse. And so I was doing my circles and there was a tractor that was, I don't know what they were doing. They were making a lot of dust next door. And that was kind of annoying. It was slightly breezy, but then a huge dust devil starts. And I don't know if y'all know what a dust devil is. So it's like a little miniature cyclone. It's kind of like a little miniature tornado. They usually will just, the only way you can see them is they'll pick up a lot of dust and they go way high. And it's pretty impressive. They will, they get pretty high. You can see them for miles. They are not, you know, they're not small. And one started in the arena with us and wind just started whipping all over the place. Straight line gusts were coming, you know, from left and right and front, behind us, like all over. And, you know, I'm just like, the last time I fell off a horse, I fell off of Leon because he got spooked and, in the wind and a trash can fell over and he took off running and dumped me. And, he ran me into a tree. It was a whole thing. And so I was like, I'm coming off this horse. There's no way this horse isn't going to freak out about all this wind. That horse didn't move a muscle. He just sat there. And my trainer and I both were like, what a good horse. So we just kept telling him what a good horse he was. Because I just couldn't believe that he didn't do anything. He didn't spook. He didn't, you know, act like he was going to run away. He just stood perfectly still. And he was getting pummeled. We were getting pummeled with sand from the arena dirt. And it was intense. Very intense. I'm not normally scared about the wind out here because I'm from the South. We have tornadoes. I know what a storm is, but I was terrified of the wind because I just knew that horse was going to freak out. Okay, So I like that. What I am wondering, however, is I do. So, all right. So there's pink here. There's red here. I'm not really jiving that these two are so different. I think I may color the hair. So if you're sitting there going, man, I really wish she would have used a different color scheme for the hair. Same. And I think I might color it in with a acrylic paint marker. Maybe a Posca, but maybe some of the other ones I got. But what I want to try, I think, is I want to try, I feel like these are water soluble, right? I can't remember. I'm now having a very hard time remembering if these are water soluble or not. And I don't know why I'm having a hard time remembering, but here we are. Here we are, me and my memory not doing so great. Okay, they are water soluble. I thought so. But man, it kind of like eats them up, huh? This is better. There's 2 lines over here. Okay, so what I think I want to do is I think I just want to make some circles. And then I'm going to take a bit of water and I just want to do this because I want to bring out more pink. I don't know why I want to bring out more pink. If you're like, well, why? I don't actually know. But there is something in my brain that is like, you want more pink. So, okay, here we go. More pink. Well, let's just run some pink all along the edge, shall we? Let's do it. There we go. Oh, I feel like I'm close, y'all. I feel like I'm really close to learning how to do this whole art journaling thing. And maybe I'll get it by the end of this summer. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned. That's my cliffhanger. Will Laura get the hang of art journaling by the end of summer? Who knows? Who knows? So Leon's a great horse, in case you were all wondering. And I know he's your favorite. I will see if I have a recent picture to put in here. I'm not going to see him before this video is due to go live. So I can't get a picture or video for y'all. But I'll see if I can find. I know I've taken a picture of him lately because he's like my child. I love that horse. So, there's lots of pictures of him. Oh, yes. Okay. And I will definitely have to color this hair in, and that's fine. I don't mind that. I kind of wonder if I should put something on these guys. Well, after I rip them all apart. All right. What if I take, I think you can use, and I know that it's not really gonna, some of this it won't stick to because some of this is washi tape, and I understand that. But what I've done is I've wet my brush, and now I'm just grabbing some of this pink here. Like that. And some of this is acrylic paint, so it doesn't really want to do anything. It doesn't want to stick, and that's fine. I want some of the pink. Because I think I need more pink. I don't have a prominent color, and I feel like on the eyes, pink and blue are very prominent. So I think that's what I'm trying to do. Just come up with a prominent color. Okay. So let's see what we think of this. Yes. Yes. But now I'm like, is it too pink? I don't think it will be. I think if I do the hair, no, I like that. I like that a lot. But it does kind of make me wonder if I can do the hair. Like, what if I gave them like really wild hair? Let's glue them down. That's what I need to do. I need to glue them down. And I think I'm just going to use my art glitter glue.
Because it's a little clogged, and I love using a clogged art glitter glue bottle on a video. It's my favorite thing ever. That's why I do it all the time. Because I'm like, oh, is my art glitter glue clogged? Let me do a video. I don't want to solve the problem of the art glitter glue that is clogged up. I would like to just do the video, please. Apologies in advance for me and my lack of planning. But, y'all, what do I always say? It's the half-ass crafter, not the whole-ass crafter. If you wanted fine art, you came to the wrong place. This is us muddling through arts and crafts together. Muddle, muddle, muddle.
All right. I'm going to bring him all the way down to the bottom. Like so. Holy smokes, it's windy. All right. There we go. It's still a little damp. It's okay. I'm not really going to worry about it. I kind of want everything to sort of dry together anyway. All right. There we go. And then I'm going to I need to either figure out how do I want their hair to be, or I need to outline this hair. Let's see. Okay, let me clean up just a couple of things real fast. I want to see what y'all think. And if you yell loud enough, I might hear you, because every once in a while I have a video where somebody says, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you heard me. I was yelling at my screen not to do this thing. And sometimes I hear you. So this is what we have. It's great, right? It's so good. I really want to color in the shirt. I have crayons and I have watercolor pencils. I have colored pencils. I have Sharpies. I have Pitt pens. I have paint pens like Posca's and other paint pens. I have gel pens. That might be interesting. What if a yellow and a blue? So I have a lot of pink on here. So what if I drew, and remember, I'm doing the whole, I'm channeling my inner Diane Reevely, and I'm saying I am not neat nor perfect. And these things don't want to write on washi tape. Okay, I don't think that you can see that very well. I'll show it to you in just a second. Blue diamonds, green clovers, and purple horseshoes. Does anybody know what that is? Of course you do. The purple horseshoes were new. Now they're just always there. I got to figure out the hair. Maybe I do the hair in blue. I mean, I could do like, wait. Okay, I'm going to do it. I can come up here, go down here, come to here. This isn't dry yet. And then same thing. Okay, and then if I use a blue paint pen, do I have this color blue? All right, do you see what I'm doing? So first I need this to dry. So I'm gonna go dry this with my heat gun. I'll be right back. Okay, art journaling is a whole lot of drying things, in case you were curious. Oh, and that started to peel because I got it hot. Of course. All right. I mean, I do use the heat tool to get stickers off of thrift store finds. So, all right. So I'm still not really all that dry. but I think I'm dry enough to at least outline what I'm thinking. So I do want to outline all the way to there. Okay, so this is going to be the hair. I am going to leave these blocks alone. So I'm going to color in all around these blocks. That's my plan. And I will color here so you can see what I'm going for. Yes. Okay, this has to dry because it's really, really soft. And so I want it to dry because else my nib on here is just going to tear up all of this, this tissue paper that's under here. So again, we're going to let this dry naturally because I can't really heat it up, or the sticker for these shipping labels is going to peel up. So I'm going to let this just dry, air dry, and then I'm going to come in. We're going to color it blue, but don't worry, we're going to do some stuff to it. So stay tuned. Okay, I couldn't wait on you. I did dry it with my heat gun a little, and then I started adding in these little lines for the hair. So all right, so we've got the hair, which is so good. And then, you know, if you remember, there were some doodles up here where I had been testing these neon Sharpies. So I thought, what better thing to do than to color their jacket with neon Sharpies? And then we've come full circle, y'all. So I thought what I would do is just color this in. And to be fair, this paper is sort of absorbing a lot of the neon, the luminescence of these markers. So they aren't quite as neon as they were on the page when I tested them, but that's okay. So we can have, and I know Diane Reevely always says, don't do matchy-matchy on either side, but sometimes I like that look. Sometimes I do it and I'm like, ooh, that's just like, I don't know. Sometimes it looks arty. Sometimes it looks too matchy-matchy and weird, but sometimes I feel like it looks very arty. So we can break the rules. We won't get in trouble. It's all good. All right, I'm going to go and color these because y'all would be bored to tears and falling asleep if you had to wait on me. So I'm just going to go do this and then I'll come back. Okay, I did it. I did break out this yellow acrylic paint marker and to do these yellow lines because I don't have a yellow neon Sharpie, and even if I did, it would be kind of muted like these are. So, and I didn't want that. So I broke out an acrylic paint marker and did that. So let's look at it. Let's move all of these out of the way. Somewhere out of the way. Hopefully they'll find their way back to their rightful homes. Oh, this is great. Oh, look at this. Let's pull this out. This is what it looks like in the book, y'all. Oh, that's cool. I approve. I probably need to outline them as a whole. So let's do that really quickly while we're here hanging out. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Love it. Absolutely love it. I want to outline the jacket. And I'm not going to talk, I'm just going to do this. I know some people can talk and craft. I am not one of them. I know that didn't make any sense. And I realized it didn't make any sense right there where I messed up that line. That's when I was like, wait, what I just said literally made no sense. If I can't talk and craft, what am I doing on this channel? Excellent question. And I wish I had an answer for you. But alas, I don't. I also don't feel like there's any other buttons there. But, you know, it's AI. We don't have to worry about our AI overlords yet. We've got time. I almost want to outline this so that it looks like there's a headband or something, but I don't think I'm going to. I may actually look and see if I've got something there that I could use as a headband. And I don't want to mess with the eyes, she says as she messes with the eyes. Actually, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to outline the eyes. And all that does, you probably can't see it on the screen, but all that really does is it just kind of gives more depth in real life to the eyes. And this is why I don't doodle on screen that much, because I don't talk. I just do things. All right. There you have it. We art journaled. And I am sure that I will come back in and I will mess with this thing, but I think that they look great in my art journal. I've got those ladies, and then I got these folks, which are wild and wacky. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Have a wonderful day.